Hi everyone. Today I wanted to talk about harmonics, but specifically the skill of finding the center of a harmonic. That's important because a lot of times, especially when we're playing in thumb position, harmonics are reference spots for us, especially as bass players. The tone of our harmonics isn't quite as different perhaps as for some of the upper string players, and so we can often substitute them for a pressed note, at least when done tastefully. The problem with this is if you're not on the very center of the harmonic and you're using it as a reference point, you're actually using a bad reference. You could be off just slightly. So if you, for instance, are playing in G major scale, and you go for the harmonic, but you hit it low, the harmonic will still sort of speak, but if you try to measure from that, it can be pretty far off. But if I get right in the middle of the harmonic and then measure a whole step, it's right. But if you noticed, I did this little wiggle with my thumb. It's not always that big, but that's me sensing exactly where the middle of the harmonic is. So I wanted to talk about the physics of this. If you look at an open string, I'm going to play the C string, because open C on an extension, just because that'll show you the most oscillation. This is what it looks like. So you can see the string oscillating back and forth pretty far. If I play the harmonic halfway through, what you're going to see is that the string splits itself into two parts, and the part where my finger is touching will actually not be moving at all. It looks like this. If you go to the next harmonic, you actually split the string three ways. And the cool thing is, besides the harmonic here, besides the string not moving here or oscillating at this point, you'll also see a secondary point here, since the string is breaking itself into three parts, that is also not moving. Now you can continually divide the string, so the next harmonic would be, the string actually separates itself in four parts. It's harder to see once you get to that level because the parts of the string that are oscillating aren't moving as fast. So again, let's look at just the octave harmonic on here. So what you notice then is, since it's not moving right here at the middle of what we call the node, the harmonic node, it's almost like the eye of a hurricane. On either side of that, especially as you get further out, you're going to start feeling some oscillation or vibration. Now this is when I'm using the open C string, which is quite long. But once we get up here, that area that's not vibrating is very small, and you can get to the edge of it quite fast. So on the D here, that's around the center of the harmonic, but if I go a little too low pitch, it starts fighting me. But not only does the tone crunch, but my thumb actually can feel the vibration start. If I get right in the middle of the harmonic, it's again like the eye of the hurricane, nothing's happening. But if I go a little too far the other way, I can already feel vibrations going under my thumb. So a quick exercise that you can do on this is just go pick three different harmonics. So we'll pick the G octave right here. Find that. Now what I want you to do is find what you think is the center and then move slightly below and slightly above pitch-wise and see how that feels. So going below, back to center, and a little bit too high. Now notice that the harmonic was speaking the whole time, but I was starting to feel a little bit of vibration or tension if I move that too far off the center that way and too far that way. Now, we're going to focus in a little tighter. Let's do the D harmonic on the G string. For me, that's about the center. Now move a little too low, pitch-wise again. It's still speaking, but I can feel the vibrations under my thumb. Now I go back to the middle, and I don't feel them. Now I'm going to go a little bit past it. I can start to feel them again, and then come back to center. We'll try one more. Part of this is also just sensitizing your thumb, your fingers as well when you're playing some of the other harmonics, but often it's the thumb that we're relying on for these harmonics, so that's why I'm using it right now. Find the center of the harmonic. Now go a little below. You can feel the tension. Go to the middle, go a little above, feel the tension, and then come back. So you can do a variety of exercises on this, but probably the most useful thing is to jump to a harmonic and do sort of a slow centering, meaning like wah, 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 and then find it, and then get used to going faster. At the end, it's going to be the very slightest wiggle that you might have to do to get to the center. And hopefully, once you get to that point, nobody will notice you're doing it. But it's very important to be able to find that center. So I hope that's a useful concept, and have fun coming up with some cool exercises to do it.